And welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube watching this video later on for some Golgari adventures. That's right, we have a new mechanic with Throne of Eldraine. We have adventure spells, and that's what our deck is going to be all about, casting these creatures that have two parts to them. They are not only a creature like a Murderous Rider here, where you can just play a creature, and it's a 3-mana, 2/3 lifelink creature. But if you like, when the card's in your hand, if you'd like to, you can play the adventure part first. You can send your creature on an adventure before it enters the battlefield. So, for example, with Murderous Rider here, you can cast Swift End first as an instant, and then it exiles the Murderous Rider, and then you can play the Murderous Rider afterwards. Hey, what's up, John Doe? Thank you so much for keeping up with that 3-month streak. Thanks for the resub. You are a rock star. Thank you so much. So yes, that's what our deck is about here. We got a Golgari version. The payoffs for having all these adventure creatures are twofold. We have the Edgewall Innkeeper. That's a 1/1 that whenever you cast a creature spell that has adventure, draw a card. So not the adventure part, but whenever you cast the creature half of the card, you get to draw a card. And Lucky Clover. Whenever you cast the adventure part of the card, then you get to copy it and you can choose a new target. So each adventure you get to do twice. So you can Swift End twice. You can destroy 2 target creatures or planeswalkers, then you would lose 2 life twice, and so on. So that's what our deck's about. The power in the deck, I think, is Lucky Clover is a big part of it. And then Beanstalk Giant at the top end. If you have Lucky Clover in play and then cast Fertile Footsteps, you get to double Rampant Growth for the 3 mana. Yeah, so it's like Circuitous Route for 3 mana basically. And then, that really ramps you up to be able to cast this very large 7 mana creature. If we have a very large 7 mana creature, we can have Vivian Arcbow Ranger, make it even bigger, give it trample, also use this as removal. And of course, if our deck is filled with creatures, we can have the Great Henge gain us life and draw us cards for each creature we play as well. So this deck looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool here. So this is a donation deck. So this is a viewer submitted list here that we got. So with our donation decks, what we always do is we play them in a traditional standard league and see if we can get to 5 wins with the deck. So that's what we got going on here. So we're gonna have we have 3 donation decks today. We just played Sultai Tokens that honestly looked pretty good. As you can see here, we went 1 and 2, but both of those losses were Game 3 losses that could have gone the other way. And we got Sultai Midrange up after this. Just going to keep this with the Edgewall Innkeeper and everything here. Oh... Maybe I should have just played the Overgrown Tomb first. Because that's rough. Because that could be like a really good card against our opponent, or it could be a dead card, depending on what my opponent's playing. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely, Candice. Absolutely. I'm always willing to play ranked with the decks if you want me to play it in ranked. Most always. But yeah, and especially if it's a deck, if you want to do the donation for me to build my own deck, I will certainly play that in ranked if you would like me to. All right, so I had the ability to play Edgewall Innkeeper on turn 1, but I didn't want to play it immediately on turn 1 because I didn't want it to get killed before we drew cards. It's not like the 1/1 attacker or blocker isn't very valuable. And it looks like my opponent does have that 1 mana removal spell as well. So I'm glad we didn't do that. I'm just going to do this thing. What is this? Huh. Is this like a pre-con deck or something? But yeah, absolutely. Candace, will do. Anyway, Furion, thank you so much for the sub. I got my hype boats in the chat, didn't I? I didn't get hype boats in the chat? Wow, everybody else did, but I didn't. Oh, that part's an instant? That's kind of cool. There you go. All right, so you want the Golgari troll deck, 4th time slot next Saturday the 5th. Okay. So yeah, that always works. So Golgari troll in ranked. Saturday. And then 4th slot, right? All right, so they're tapped out. Yeah, 4th time slot. And so by waiting on this innkeeper, all right, wrote it down. Got it. Thank you so much there, Candace. But waiting on that innkeeper, we got to draw a whole lot of cards. All right, let's Lucky Clover it up. Triple double rampant growth, or fertile footsteps, you could call it. And they do come into play untapped, which is also pretty amazing. And suddenly we have all of the lands. And we can still cast Once Upon a Time. So like that just costs 1 mana effectively to go to go put 2 lands into play. It's unreal. Probably want just another Beanstalk Giant, right? Like these things are 10/10s. We could go the Innkeeper to draw that draws another card. I guess maybe it's actually just Order of Midnight here. That'll get me an Innkeeper. And one of these things. So if I play a giant, I only draw 1 card. I'll play this thing. Right, I didn't really play around that. I could have. These Beanstalk Giants are so good. What's up, Project Vanner? All right, they got the Primate. Yeah, can you decline? Is it a May? That's so that yeah, that's what because yeah, I don't want the rider to fizzle. So I was trying to think of like what I was gonna do of like what I was gonna target. But yeah, I guess okay, so it is a May. Wow, so you don't have to. Okay. So yeah, that's actually what I was thinking about there. So you don't have to, or no, you do. Oh, you have to copy it, but you may choose new you may choose new targets, but you have to copy it. Okay. Well, the Beanstalk Giant's just gonna get murdered. Poor giant. Sending it out to get murdered. Yeah, actual murder. Card's good. I could have done it right then. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do with my Murderous Rider. Was murder my Beanstalk Giant and their Pride Mate. Yeah, preferably they play another creature here and I get to murder them both. There we go. So that was nice of my opponent. The Orator is a less valuable card, so I'm targeting that with the copy that the important Murderous Rider. So like if they had like a God's Willing, for example, they're probably saving their Pride Mate, and then my Rider still wouldn't fizzle. So you have to make sure that I don't get... It's definitely possible that I get, you know, burned out here. Ill-Gotten Inheritance could do 4. That's what we got to be worried about right now. Oh, we don't get to see the other cards. Yep, want to get out this lifelink Murderous Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play both that and the Giants. Or I just play this Knight. Draw 2. So do they have another Wrath? Yeah, Lucky Clover is kind of broken. Really, like Lucky Clover plus Beanstalk Giant. Like that's really where the power is with these two for sure. I do not want to activate Castle Lock Twain. Yeah, we've already gotten so many basics out. Definitely glad that we kept 6 of each basic in here. Ugh. I could have... I guess I could have cast the Giant first, but I'm assuming... they're not blocking the Edgewall Innkeeper anyway. Alright, so what's our... we know about this pump spell that my opponent has. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Alright, so down to 1. The expected blocks. Even though I'm so the thing is like by playing the giant, I am playing more cards into a potential sweeper, but we also get to draw 2. Might as well just get completely out of basics. Yeah, it could be planar cleansing. But still, even though we are drawing 2, you know, like if we just draw 2 worthless cards, now I have nothing, so maybe I should not have done that in face of a Wrath. Even though we'd be trading 1 card for 2, you know, which is normally good, but whenever the 1 card is actually a threat, and if the 2 cards aren't threats, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we got there. I don't know if we really need to sideboard too much here. That looked like a matchup in our favor. I think I'm going to keep this and go with it. Legion's End had a Johnny's Pride mate and Knight of the Ebon Legion as far as targets there. So we had some Legion's End targets. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep this as is. Yeah, we only found room for 1, the Great Henge. But yeah, you know, the Great Henge is of course awesome, but we got to get it in play. We only really have like the 8 creatures to really help us get it into play with like Lovestruck Beast and the other one, the large giant. I'm sure there's other decks that stand a chance against Lucky Clover and Avenger. I don't think it's just only Simic Flash. I don't know of an Is It Blossoms deck. I don't know what that is. Oh, draw my card. A lot of lands to the bottom. That was the perfect draw step. That was just the perfect draw step. The card that I was looking for with the first Once Upon a Time, that I was going to use the second Once Upon a Time to look for. My artifact has been disenchanted. Alright, so 1 for Innkeeper, 1 for Innkeeper, 1 for the first part of Beast, and then the second part of Beast. Take this land. Leave the basics in there. Yeah, I really like waiting on these Innkeepers, as you can tell. guess this gives us more information about what they got going on over there. Alright, whole bunch of nonsense. Yep. Ooh. The Grey Hinge. The reason why Lucky Clover and Adventure seem, as you say, like they seem really overpowered, the reason why is because we haven't had, you know, it's brand new, and we haven't spent any time putting together anything against, like, we haven't tried, like, you know, we haven't tried, like, building sideboards with this deck in mind, or, like, with those cards in mind. We haven't, you know, that's just sideboards. We definitely haven't tried main decks with those cards in mind. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's fine. So yeah, the first days of the format, it's the best thing to be doing is to be playing proactive stuff. And you know, you're playing like your cards that care about your own cards and everything, and that's a really good spot to be. So that's why Lucky Clover and Adventure, that's one reason why Lucky Clover and Adventure looks very strong right now. What's up, Chuck? Thank you so much for the sub there. So Is It Blossom is a deck with the Improbable Alliance enchantment for 2 that makes a 1/1 fairy every second card you draw. Okay. Yeah, that card looks pretty cool. I really like Iron Crag Pyromancer, the deal 3 damage every second card you draw. I like that more than making a 1/1. I'd rather Lightning Bolt than make a 1/1. But it probably has both of them in the deck, is what I would assume. Whoa, we got a Mastery Orb. It's Sunday. We get to level up. This is not a tree. I don't know why this is called a Mastery Tree, but these are Mastery Lines. So we're starting with black. We got the Giant Skewer so far, so our second one we're going to use on this Sir Conrad. We're going to do black first to get towards... Ooh, one more and we'd have this Knight for this deck that we're playing right now. And then a Yara Murder Strider for this deck, and then Rankle. And then we'll go green, work up towards that Great Henge. Alright, so we're 1-0. Chuck, again, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Did I think I updated the... Yeah. Pretty sure we updated that. The sub goal. So like always, so we're gonna Once Upon a Time look for the Giant. So we get to double Rampant Growth on turn 3. That's the goal. Yeah, new sets come out 4 times a year. So there are 4 new sets a year in MTG. I also need just regular land, though. Ugh, Fabled Passage. Why do I not like you? Why can't you be just an untapped land? Our deck probably just doesn't need Fabled Passages at all. I mean, I gotta take it, but... Take it begrudgingly. I could see just casting Once Upon a Time again instead of casting the Clover. I'll do the Clover. Because if we draw an untap land, then our Foulmire Knight can be Divination to draw 2. Well, Sign in Blood, really. Draw 2, lose 2. Thanks, QQ. Yeah, so you got a TwitchCon code for a new card back given away at 20 subs. Perfect. That's an instant. My opponent decided not to play a land. It's a bold strategy. Okay, there they go. Okay, yeah. How to best spend $100 in the game in terms of packs. So you really just have two options. Like getting the $100 gem package, like that gives you the most gems, and then just using those gems to buy packs. You can buy, you know, whatever set. Whatever set has like the most cards that you want to be playing in it. That's one option. Another option is to play sealed and draft. If you like both of those, if you're, you know, you say you're a long time MTG player starting Arena, if you like playing limited, if you're pretty good at limited, sealed and draft, you can, over time, you can get more cards. Obviously, you know, that takes a lot of time, you know, playing and everything, but over time you'll almost assuredly get more cards overall doing that, you know, spending your money on that. The other thing about that, though, of course, is you're mostly just getting all the cards from like one set. You're not getting cards from lots of different sets. All right, where's our giant? Do I like any control deck in the metagame? Right now, you know, we're at what, day 3? Like it usually takes a few weeks, honestly, for control decks. Like we have to like find out like what are like the threats that people are playing. You know, now we're starting to see, okay, adventures are starting to become popular. So then what do you want for control decks against like adventure decks, and so on. Like it takes control decks a little while, honestly. Doom Foretold looks pretty nice, but with that being said, oh man, how does this work with copying? Is this just gonna fizzle? I don't even know how this works. Because don't I... Okay, so like I have to put this onto the stack. But anyway, what I was going to say is people are starting to have more sideboard against the Foretold. Yeah, I only have one target, so it's just going to fizzle. Ugh. I really don't want it to fizzle.
With the arc bow at my side, I can't lose a fight. This'll be fun to watch.
So that's annoying. So I can't even play this. It just fizzles. That's really annoying. Because, yeah, the copy will have, like, you have to, so you have to, like, choose to return the edge wall, like, this creature. You choose to return the creature, and then it copies it twice, so the copies go on top, and the copies also target that creature, and so you just draw, you get the creature back from the copies, and by the time your original card resolves, it fizzles, because there's no creature to grab anymore. All right, so you can do it with 2 creatures though. So we're good here because I can do get me the Edgewall Innkeeper, and then we copy it twice, and I'll have both copies target the other thing. Does that? I guess that doesn't work. Never mind. It doesn't. You don't choose both of your targets right away. Never mind. That doesn't work. Alright, so he's just gone. Alright, so we'll draw 3, lose 3. You can't decline to find. It's not return up to 1 target creature. It's return target creature. You have to target. Alright, now we're going to play this Death Touch thing. We'll have the Death Touch creature do damage. Because target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. This is a confusing game. There's a lot of rules here. So we'll have this 1/1 do damage over here to this thing.
Watch out.
To kill that.
Bite.
A lot of weird rules in Magic. Yeah, it's weird that the copies don't go on the stack at the same time like that. Anyway, what's up, Wanderer? No, the copy is not a May ability. It's just the May part is that you may have different targets. That's the May part, is you can have different, you can choose to have different targets. Yeah, so we're just gonna get three free basics now, which is pretty awesome.
The land fights for us.
Nissa's just over there bragging. The land fights for us. It's like, yeah, Nissa, whatever. We all know that. The land fights for you. Whoop-de-doo. So I only have one basic left in my deck. Yeah, I guess I could... Yeah, I guess I could have just clovered first, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess I was 1 mana short. I was kind of planning on casting the giant and casting trophy, but I'm actually 1 mana short. So that's why I didn't play the clover right away, because that was my plan. But I guess I had one less mana than I thought I did. So I'm gonna trophy, and then we have 4 mana. So 4 mana does this thing. I mean, I guess we could do this. It costs us a lot of life. Guess we'll do this thing though. Yeah, 6 life.
You no longer.
Frisky Biscuits, Grumgoli deck. Late slot Tuesday. Absolutely, that works. Alright, Grumgoli. Is the 4th slot on Tuesday? you want 3rd or 4th slot? We can do either one. Alright, Grumgoli. No, Grumgoli I don't think is just meant for Brawl.
I've seen too many species die already.
3rd slot. Alright. 3rd slot Tuesday. Alright, I'll make a Grumgoli deck. I got some good ideas there. Let's see what else my opponent has going on over here before we make more decisions. Nissa and Garrick. Garuk. 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 Garuk is on fire. Gain some life. Do we want to draw 3 cards? Not really. Like the whole draw extra cards, lose life. I don't really want to lose life. Okay, okay. All of sorrow. Hey, Rex. Nah, we don't really need this 3rd Clover out. Alright, so Noxious Grasp looks pretty good. And they had like Questing Beast. And then Garruk and Nissa. Better than Legion's End. Speaking of Questing Beast, we could use that as well. We could Veil of Summer. Ugh. We could Veil of Summer. Don't know what I'm supposed to be taking out, though. I mean, Order of Midnight's kind of our weakest card, but this is going to be a match that should go longer where Order of Midnight can be good. Kind of everything is good. Vivian looked really strong there. I don't know what I want to take out, honestly. Just go 64 card. Yeah, Veiled just cycles, basically, so. I'm going to take out 1 trophy, 1 order, and I'm going to take out a beast, and I'm going to just take out a land on the draw here. We're going to be playing a long game. We'll be able to get lands. What's up, Wild BTK? Thank you so much for that resub there. I appreciate that. 19 happy months there. Our 6th sub of the day. No, I think Great Henge is good, but yeah, I think we want to keep Great Henge. Yeah, it's just so good in the long game. Yeah, maybe I could have taken out more Lovestruck Beasts. Lovestruck Beasts can also just make a bunch of 1/1s as well. I don't think so, Insane. No, I like streaming and everything here, and I like doing this every day. So I don't think I'm really planning on playing too much paper, but you never know. Maybe I will. I don't know. Bleh. Hey, Project Vanner. Getting the gifted sub from 619. Thank you so much, 619. And Project Vanner, enjoy the sub there. It's like if I play Innkeeper here, we're not getting any value off Innkeeper. And y'all know that I don't like exposing Innkeeper to removal before we at least draw a card with it, because just playing a 1/1 isn't very valuable. I shouldn't have played that swamp. Should have played the castle. Should have played the castle. Yeah, didn't matter. Now they would see the swamp anyway here. It is nice that Murderous, you know, we have Hero's Downfall here that doesn't get duressed. So that's pretty nice. Beanstalk Giant. Oh man, Tameo against Doom Foretold, that is pretty awesome.
Leave me be and you'll escape with your life. Maybe. We are the apex predators. Next time.
That is pretty awesome. So yeah, you said your opponent just conceded to your Tameo with their Doom Foretold deck. So we're just attacking with our 5/5, seeing what happens. They're at 12. I'm probably just passing. For how like this is stopping on my opponent's turn, it kind of feels like they have like Veil of Summer. And something they can play here. Maybe I play the Innkeeper now. This thing costs 3. Alright, I'm going to play the Innkeeper so that I can just activate Castle Locktwain here and not take 3 damage and only take 2.
This curse, this from it, we were born for the hunt.
Garrick's pretty good. Yeah, they did have the Veil of Summer. I kind of called it. I guess you can submit 0. Man, I knew they had that. All right. I should just cast.
You messed with the wrong woodsman.
They're pretty close to dying. Being at 7. I'm hoping to draw an untapped black source. Alright, I was hoping to draw a swamp. Be able to cast the Foul Mire Knight as well there, but can't really complain too much about Double Giant. It's going to give me a whole bunch of lands for this next turn.
You're not scared of
To
dogs.
lose one land, to lose one land. Man, Garrick's really good. That untapped black source was 1 card down. So I can cast Knight plus Beanstalk Giant. I should probably just do that. Yeah, I should probably just do that. Let's do this first, draw a card, see what we get. Alright, so if I do both of these, we got 2, 4, so I'm looking at like 4 mana left. I can cast this and have 4 mana. Alright, withdrawing that other one changed my decision here. Hey, what's up, Sock Monkey? Thanks for staying on your streak there. Get these basics out of the deck. Love it. That was maybe our best draw. Wow, that turn went really well for us. I can't attack because I can't let 2 wolves die and then the Garrick ultimate. Thanks, Frisky, for getting the hype boats in. I didn't get to that. There we go. Sock Monkey definitely deserves those hype boats. Thank you very much. All right, 8th sub of the day. A list of Eldraine cards that can't appear in packs. If there's not like a great way to tell on Arena, is there? Does Mythic Spoiler show that? I think so, right? Yeah. So if you just take a look at, okay, that shows it. I was gonna say Mythic Spoiler. It has all the cards in this set. Then if you go like underneath the basic lands, then it says the Brawl deck cards. The cards that are legal in Standard but not in the set, and that's all the Brawl deck cards and so on. And you can see all those down there. All right, so they.
There are some things that cannot be hunted.
All right, so that thing's down. Where Vivian would be really nice, giving this Beanstalk Giant trample. Or obviously the Great Henge would be really nice as well, gaining us life, drawing us more cards. So those are, you know, we got 2 Vivians and 1 Great Henge. Those are the 3 cards that we really want to be finding here in our 29 cards that we have left. I don't like this auto-tapping all these green sources. So I don't have all three of my instants available here, but we can do 2 of the 3. You know, we have Veil of Summer plus either Grasp or Once Upon a Time. I think that's good enough. Murderous Rite kind of kills me. If I do the other part of Murderous Night. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to cast. I'm just going to grab it to cast. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. I mean, they could have Kaya's Wrath. Maybe they're waiting for me to get all those in play. Now they're going to Kaya's Wrath. That would be kind of bad. But we're set up pretty good. We got 5 good cards in hand. And we're way ahead on the battlefield. I probably could have attacked with the Foulmire Knights there as well. Definitely going to the next turn attack with those knights. Dang. Alright. Oh, I don't even have 3 basics left, do I? Oh, yeah, never mind. Okay, I do. Oh, because I have 2 of each. So that was just free. All right. Yeah. 0 mana. Put 3, you know, triple rampant growth. Just give it a second there, Blood. There you go. All right. 2-0. A little bit longer games there. Ugh. But yeah, this deck's looking pretty powerful. That Beanstalk Giant. That card. Real good. Yeah, the Adventures definitely look good. The Adventures is certainly a real deck that people are going to have to start metagaming against. We're going to have to start taking this into consideration when building decks. I think I'm going to just aggro Innkeeper here. Like turn 1 Innkeeper, turn 2 Innkeeper plus Knight, draw 2. As you've seen how I've played all the rest of the games, this is not how I would normally play. But with this hand in this situation that we're in, with this, I'm going for that. Couple tap lands. I want to get these Fabled Passages out of the deck. I just want a 7th of each basic. Especially like the Beanstalk Giants and everything. Alright, so we got a Clover. I can... It's kind of awkward, though. I don't have the mana to Clover plus Adventure next turn. So it's either just Adventure, just Clover. This is just Clover. What's up, Skippy? Yeah, that would have been a really nice Legion's End for those Paradise Druids. Glad I didn't play the Vivian. So yeah, our deck was slowed down. I will trade one Innkeeper for the Knight. Yeah, that's fine. That's a reasonable trade. So yeah, I could have Beanstalk Giant first and then Clover, yes. But then I don't get the double Beanstalk Giant, but yeah, I could have done that.
Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sounds of the wild. We're fit enough to survive.
Alright, we'll get this big Murderous Rider in here. Get that good 4 lifelink. And now it doesn't trade with my Beanstalk Giant. So 7, 8, 9. So I can Beanstalk plus Legion's End, but it costs me 2 life. That's fine. I think that's better than Lovestruck Beast. Like, this thing's just so big. We may draw an untapped land. We may draw, you know, like a basic here. Yeah, this is over. Nope. Yes. Worked out perfectly.
We're gonna tear you apart.
Now that Giant's gonna have Trample, be a 12/12 Trampler. This next turn. They get to block and kill it. That's fine.
My.
5,
How
6, 7,
you've
8,
grown.
9. I'm gonna incentivize my opponent to keep their Knight of the Ebon Legion alive. I'm gonna try to at least. I'm gonna attack with everything. Darn. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn, I have to say. Okay, so we're playing against some large green and black creatures. So, you know, we saw like Knight of the Ebon Legion, Spawn of Mayhem. Spawn of Mayhem could be problematic. And then, you know, a bunch of questing beasts. Opponent, play a 1/1, scoop. Yeah, we played 4 1/1s and 2 5/5s and drew 4 cards for our turn. Opponent, just play a single 1/1. Yeah, most likely Rotting Regisaur to go along, you know, with the Great Henge. Got to have Rotting Regisaur as well. Let's get this trophy in here. Definitely want that. Order of Midnight's going to go, and we're going to play at least 1 Noxious Grasp. This Foulmire Knight is really nice in this matchup, having Death Touch and everything here. I'm going to just go with this. I think I'll keep the 2 Legion's Ends. And a lot of their things... I mean, Legion's End's awesome against, like, Knight. Let's go with 2 Grasp, 1 End. No, 2 End, 1 Grasp. Yeah. Let's go 2 and 2 and cut a Vivian, actually. Yeah, Golgari v Golgari. So yeah, we can have Clover on 2. I don't like that we have 3 shock lands. I don't like that too much. Yay, not a shock land. Already like almost dead. Do I want to draw 2 and lose 2? I mean, not particularly. I mean, I don't want to lose 2. If these were not shock lands, I would just draw 2, lose 2, and then play the Death Toucher. If these were not shock lands. probably draw an untap land. Alright, didn't really. Double Legion's End can be nice though. Kind of felt like it was more likely they had another Pelt Collector than another Paradise Druid out. Basically because we already killed one Pelt or one Paradise Druid. Please no Veil of Summer for your last card. Hooray! No Veil of Summer for the last card. Draw Beanstalk Giant, just be like, alright, cast that immediately. No takesy backsies. We drew that card. We get to play it. Before my draw step changes its mind. Alright, we're 3-0. Dang, this deck feeling pretty strong here. Ooh, we are mastering stuff. We got a Meteor Golem. It's like, look at this. You get some coins and all this XP and a pack and these cool orb things. And this uncommon. Pack time. Come on, Mythics. Come on, Mythics. Our first pack was a Mythic Wild card. All right. Our fourth Charming Prince. We'll take that. We'll take a Charming Prince. Mastery Lines. We get 2, so we get the Foulmire Ninth. Foulmire. Boromir. Faramir. This the Faramir Knight? Yeah, Charming Prince is a really good. That's just a good card. So is a Yara, too. All right, we're 3-0 with Golgari Adventures. Yeah, and like the 2 Fable passage can definitely be just basics. And it hasn't really seemed like we need the Shocklands too much. It's kind of just need basics. I like the Shocks, though. I think the Shocks are good. I don't like the 2 fetch lands. We could go aggro Innkeeper again. Like we did that other time. No, we can't update styles mid-event. Like whenever you're in the event, your entire deck is locked in. I know I forgot to switch the basics, so we're using these crappy basics also. Always tap lands. Just have to keep it. Next turn I can drop Innkeeper, double Knight. Draw 4. Yeah, Scions are good. Yeah, Royal Scions, that's definitely a good card. It's a card that's not gonna get bad at all. A little too many basic swamps now. We need some more gas. I can just cast a rider. We're only drawing one now with the riders. We're not riding too dirty, just getting one card. I'm getting rid of the goose because the goose can make more food for this wolf. Could exile those things too, though. No, I don't think there will be return to sagas in the upcoming years. I don't think we'll see sagas again for a while. That's not a card type that usually returns right away. The wolf. Basically gets a trade with these. I'm going to save the Legion's End for the Krasis, I think. Whenever they do play Krasis, there's a good chance they draw another Krasis.
Power surges through these lands. I cannot protect you anymore. The land shall conquer you.
It is better when we have Lucky Clover in play and get to kill multiple things. That's certainly true. Yeah, that's a good call. I could have taken the 3 damage there and then wait, and they attack again with the Wicked Wolf. I block, and then I Murderous Rider in response, and I would still have the other one in play. However, there we go. If they would draw more, that's what I was. That's the risk. If I would have waited, if they drew other food token enablers like Oko. What are you doing, making my Rider a 3/3 instead of a 2/3? What are you doing? I feel like the people that I've seen that say that Oko isn't very good, I feel like they have completely misused Oko.
I have survived Nico Bolas, and I will survive you. This'll be fun to watch.
Hey, Gaming Andy. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Took away lifelink. It's not very valuable.
Wallow in your deceit.
Yeah, I'd rather turn the Voracious Hydra into being a lot bigger creature than the 2/3, and then, you know, like, you could have turned this into being a 5/6, then attack, where I have to, like, jump with my 2/3 lifelink, or just make a food and start just going with making a food and then stealing the Rider. Yeah, if they did the +1 on the Rider, would have been in a better spot for sure.
I will aid you.
That was a good draw for them.
Harness the elements.
That was a very good draw for them.
This is why I don't like people.
You're late, Lucky Clover. You're late. Yeah, Oko does have a whole lot of choices. What? Alright, so I was going to be able to tick up on both of my creatures here and have them both attack Nissa, where the only way for them to keep Nissa alive was to double block, to block with both of their creatures. And they're going to have a bunch of Veil Summers. What am I taking out? Besides Order of Midnight. One Vivian, the Order of Midnight. I don't know, the Vivian won me that game, though. Huh. I guess we're just going with 2 Legion's End. Legion's End is awesome against my opponent's deck, though. But we can't just have all removal. I don't know what for the other 2 cards. I guess we're not doing all the trophies either. I'll just take this Grey Henge out, I guess. All right, game number 2. Yeah, it's probably okay to take Once Upon a Time out. I think I'd rather take out a land, especially with me being on the draw here. I did that earlier and it was okay. Maybe I could trim 1 land being on the draw. I'm not going to shock to play the Innkeeper right away. This will give us another chance to draw a land. We won't take any lands out of the deck right now. It didn't work out. My least favorite land. Don't normally like doing this because, you know, they could just have Wicked Wolf or Voracious Hider to kill it. But we're in a situation here of not having mana to play stuff.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me. One bite, and all your cares are
I should have grabbed
gone.
Forest. I should have grabbed Forest. Oh well. Rankle is very good. Yeah, I think Rankle is very good. So Murderous Riding Oko would be nice. Could just be holding up Veil of Summer, which is such a beating. I can also Beanstalk Giant plus Foul Mire Knight. I'm gonna do that. Let's think. I guess I need to get another swamp. Which is a little annoying. So I can next turn I can Once Upon a Time grab a green source and then Murderous Rider. Yeah, they're definitely holding up Veil of Summer.
It's not poisoned.
Which is bad for me. Certainly bad for me. I don't really have a choice but to play into it. Got to, you know, force him to have it.
May we meet again.
Yay, they don't have
Or
it.
not.
Okay, they don't have it. Yeah.
Walk with me, sing with me. I will enlighten you. Surely you must be famished.
Alright, we're gonna have to try to kill that thing again. They're just down to one card. We can fight through this wolf. Yeah, we can fight through the wolf. As long as this resolves and that thing's gone. Yay.
Fair.
We'll be able to fight through the wolf. You know, just Beanstalk Giant. Tough for it to get through that. Yeah, we should be able to get this. Feeling pretty good about it. Hey, Sonic. No, go.
Those blind to tyranny are lost.
No, go.
They just can't see it. Let's broaden your existence.
Nah, don't. We don't need to do no broadening of existences. Lucky Clover. Could use you earlier.
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you.
Alright, Oko's out here.
Wallow in your deceit.
Watch out.
Yeah, we're about to start Assassin's Trophying food tokens. We're going to hopefully be able to make a block where my opponent sacrifices 2 foods. Like if they just attack with the 4/4 again, we'll block with the 3/3 and the 2/3. They sack 2 foods, then we get to trophy. It doesn't really work though, because they already sacked the 1 food. This trophy doesn't really work. Well, it's a good draw. I should have just played the knight. I should have played this knight. That was a good draw step. Doing that one right there. Probably not Manu Reds. I like playing Arena a lot more than playing Magic Online. And so I'm probably going to just be sticking with Arena. I really should have played this knight. That was a big mistake.
This'll be fun to watch.
Scry on top. Wonder if I should have just file Faramir Knight here and just drawn a card. Okay.
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
So I can kill the Wicked Wolf right now. Then I can't really deal with Nissa. No, I'll wait a turn and try to minus and then play the new one.
Behold nature's true power.
The scry on top is foreboding. It's a good looking island. It's a good island choice, especially for a blue-green deck. Good island choice for the opponent there. Yeah, Vivian Death Touch is awesome, for sure. Yeah, all the decks are up on Stream Decker. Well, it's like these things are 4/5 lifelinkers, so I think that's why they didn't really attack into the lifelinkers. I think I have to try to do this to try to kill this Nissa here with the Beanstalk Giant. It's unfortunate.
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
I think I can... yeah, Nissa Ultimate is not great for me, but it's not game winning. The 3/3/3s are indestructible, but that doesn't really matter because I have 5/6 lifelinkers. That part doesn't matter. The worst part is that they, get to draw so many cards. They get so many lands out of their deck. Yeah, that's obviously rough. Yeah, I understand they can block for free with these. They have 9 power and toughness to block for free on creatures, but this thing's going to be a 13/13, and we're going to put counters on it also. So yeah, they have 9 toughness. 9 free toughness there, but they're gonna let me gain 10 life to do 3 damage to Vivian. Okay, I'll take the 10 life.
You're lower than worms.
Yeah, so I mean, I also got 6 lands out of my deck this last turn. They just got 11 lands, though. It's a lot. They're down to 30 cards. I'm at 31. They also have Hydroid Krasis. I don't.
We're fit enough to survive.
Yeah, getting those lands into play untapped. That is so good. So can we... Yeah. Can our giant trample over these lands? That's the question. No, don't just draw Hydroid Krasis. Don't do that. What are you doing over there? Gross. Just manual tap too. Why are we manually tapping? What are we doing here? You don't trust the auto tapper to tap your lands? Looks like Krasis. Please not Krasis. Voracious Hydra's even worse. That was the worst part of the Vivian Ultimate, was that they could draw
Anger only gets me so
a snake
far.
afterwards. One of these Hydras. Alright, it's a good draw 3. I have plenty of life now. Fortunately, I don't have more basics. We gotta get these Fable passages out of the deck, get more basics. I have one basic, I guess. We have one basic. Rex, I don't understand your statement, Rex.
Civilization has crept too far. Tear it down. Get him.
Yeah, these. So we'd have one extra basic here with this Fabled Passage, but of course that Fabled Passage, we played a Fabled Passage earlier and got a land, so we'd really have 2 more. So we have a bunch of removal spells. Maybe our deck needs like what card would be perfect here, which obviously we don't have, though, would be Find Finality. That would be perfect. You know, cast Finality, get rid of all these things. Really? They have 30 cards left. They have to draw Hydra into Hydra with 30 cards.
Walk with me, sing with me. I will enlighten you.
Bleh. Well, that's over now.
Surely you see the humor here.
Nope. Okay. Maybe not over. What do they do? They just turn my Murderous Rider into a 6/6? One of the big reasons why green is so good is because of Veil of Summer. It's an unbelievable card. Maybe the best card in Standard, honestly. 1 mana, counter spell, draw a card. And it can do so much more than that. Maybe the... Especially how all of the good removal is black. Veil of Summer is just amazing. Which I don't hate it. I mean, I like playing green decks and everything, so I don't hate it. It's just it's really good. Yeah, it's 1 mana Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command being one of the most powerful 4 mana cards. You can play it for 1 mana in Standard. I'm going to play this Great Henge. I guess I'm going to take out a Beast. I'm going to take out something for it. It is kind of silly there that I was just saying how good Veil of Summer is, you know, whenever they had Hydroid Krasis draw 8 cards. Simic Ramp, Firion. Yeah, that was the one that we did real well with like that. Alright, I want to try to find the giant. There we go. Rampant growth here. Yeah, Veil having the 2 colors, I think it makes it a lot better than like a green Elemental Blast. Being able to go against 2 different colors there.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around you. I see you don't share my vision.
So good. I wanted them to counter the Assassin's Trophy so they don't get the extra land.
Gone.
And then use Murderous Rider. So we need to draw another land. Ugh. I was going to say to either play the Great Henge or the Giant, but now it's just to play the Giant. All right, Marias, have a good night. Take care. Well, see you tomorrow. Is Oko the best card in the set? Likely. Best individual card. Likely. It's on the short list at least. If it's not. Questing Beast is like the other one that really comes to mind. I'm not exactly sure why my opponent just lets that through. I mean, I guess it's just a 2/2. They'd rather counter the Legion's End for a Voracious Hydra, I suppose.
The ties that bind us all. The land shall conquer you.
This game here kind of shows why it's better just to play awesome threats like Nissa, Krasis, all that kind of stuff. Why it's better just to play all these threats and then, you know, then just play a whole bunch of answers like trophies and Legion's Ends. So I don't get to target multiple things because of negate.
Forgive me.
It still just doesn't really matter. Because Voracious Hydra kills the Innkeeper. Alright, let's move on to our next match. That was a long match. These games have been pretty long. This is just value decks and standard. That happens. Alright, 3 and 1. All right, Lucky Clover Beanstalk Giant is like our best possible thing to be doing. No, that's not today's theme, Gaming Andy. It's just like that match was like 2 decks that could go on for a long time. That had a lot of card advantage. We just keep playing against these opponents that take forever to do stuff. Thank you. We need another land to be able to get this Beanstalk Giant ready to go. It would be nice. So that's fine. It'd be nice to play both Clovers first. So it's fine not drawing a land yet. That works. This looks to be feather. I know we just put, you know, draw 3, lose 3 down to the bottom, which could be a pretty good card. So maybe I should not have. But I was expecting my opponent to have, if they play like a feather or something, they're a little more aggressive. Maybe wouldn't have had time for that. Yeah, maybe I should have just kept that. It's alright, deck. Take your time. Could start trophying their lands. Sarkin, huh? Alright, so we got like a red-white control. So if I play Innkeeper Order of Midnight, I draw a card, but then turns on their removal spells like Clarion. Also, so they don't have to go to discard. Just pass. Of course, creatures dying is perfectly fine for Order of Midnight. Oh, it's Jeskai now. Yeah, yeah, it is Jeskai. Good call. Let's get some land drops. All right, land drop. So I'll have to discard a card. I think I'm going to discard a Writer. Yeah. I want to discard creatures because of Order of Midnight and get them back. Fires of Invention. They're not slamming Time Wipe.
This isn't a fight you can win. I'll protect you.
Thank you, opponent. I like that Beanstalk Giant being in my hand. Thank you very much. Yeah, they just didn't want to take the 9 damage it was, or it could have been lethal if I had another Beanstalk Giant in my hand after drawing all those cards. Could have been a 12-12. And so, because it would be a 12-12 right now, so they just couldn't really afford to take that damage, I suppose.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
All right, what you got? More Fires of Invention. still just Teferi is their best card to
Right on
play.
schedule. I've got time.
Well, let's get another 3 lands out of the deck. Think we're grinding the opponent down. Is it even worth it to trophy this Fire Zone Invention?
It's only a matter of time.
Unclear. Yeah, we probably should. That's true. They could have Fae of Wishes to go find a sideboard Wrath.
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you. I'd get out of the way if I were you.
Of course, they could still do that. Still have the mana to do that, but anyway. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's not worth it. I'm down to 28 cards. We got 39. So yeah, it looks like they'll still do that. But we can pick all these things back up with Order of Midnight just fine. We got Questing Beast in the sideboard. I want that Great Henge. I don't like we put that Great Henge down to the bottom. We can just completely cancel out their time wipe that killed 3 creatures. Hey, Original Q. Yeah, stream's going real well. Glad to have you here. Glad you get to hang out today. This deck has looked really impressive. Basically just playing that. I know they're likely going to Wrath again.
My, how you've grown.
But playing that over the Order of Midnight basically because it costs so much mana. Because like that's a draw 3, that's a draw 3, that's a draw 3. We have infinite cards
Anything like this.
that we can draw. We just have to kill them before we mill out, basically. If you hate sealed, then waste gems on packs instead of sealed if you hate sealed.
shown your
It's the last
prowess.
Saturday of the month is whenever I play subs on Saturdays. We do it once a month.
We're fit enough to survive.
All right, so Vivian Trample finishes that out. Of course, I could have, removal spelled the 1/1 also and killed them. So I definitely want the Duresses. Don't need Legions, and Legion's End can be fine against the Healy. Can go on a quest. Questing Beast just kind of works with these adventure cards. Why is Questing Beast not an adventure card? Now that I think of it, shouldn't Questing Beast be an adventure card? It's like a beast that goes on a quest. That would only make the sense. Yeah, 1818 giant, like without the trample there, it's like 1818 giant stubs toe on 1/1 stops. Stops attacking. You think my opponent has Command the Dread Horde? My Jeskai control opponent has Command the Dread Horde? So we should play Ashiok? Don't think we need that. I don't have any cards that are bad. I know, rough spot to be. Oh, I hope I submitted in time. I was gonna take out a Midnight, or a Murderous Rider. No, we didn't submit in time. It's been like that for months and months, like where it just doesn't let you continue sideboarding after, like 10 seconds, when it still says 10 seconds left. So it's my fault for letting it get down that long, I suppose. This hand that we have here is really bad. But Temples will help us out. Let's look for a Lucky Clover. Not a Lucky Clover. So yeah, Questing Beast was named after, is what heroes go on to kill the beast. So it's named after it's the quest in Arthurian legend. Arthurian legend? I think Arthurian. If you have your Beanstalk Giant killed by a Giant Killer, you have to concede on principle.
You show remorse.
There's not really
I'll
top
show
decks to
respect.
try out right now.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
There's not really established decks too much. We're all
I really should have seen that.
kind of playing cards and seeing how it goes. What's up, characters? We played some really good ones though. Hey, good thing we have Legion's End still.
The world yields to art, not oppression.
I particularly liked get a clover. Like the strongest deck that I've played so far felt like the Simic Ramp deck that we played a few days ago. When we played Simic Ramp, that felt like the strongest deck so far. But honestly, this adventure stuff looks pretty good as well. Yeah, I understand, Mulda. I understand. Okay, so I don't have anything for Fires of Invention right now. Can Legions end the 1/1s and then kill Narset? It's fine. It's not spectacular though. Because then they can just they'll still have Saheeli out there. This isn't a great play against a Wrath. But if they don't have a Wrath, then us going Legion's End, clear the 1/1s, then we can attack and kill Saheeli and kill Narset, and so on. With this here. No, one copy of Field of the Dead should not be in every Brawl deck, because there's going to be monocolor and decks in Brawl. Like I said, not the best play against a Wrath that I had there, but or Midnight can pick those back up.
Let us fight.
All right, well, that's obviously a problem. That was the best possible turn my opponent could have. All right, let's turn Legion's End into Duress. Duress would be a lot better. All right, maybe I shouldn't cut Murderous Rider. Definitely need to get both Questing Beasts in. Can I still play the Great Henge if I don't play Lovestruck Beast? Play one Beast and take out an Innkeeper. Maybe I don't need this Great Henge. I'm not sure. You know, it obviously can be a really good card advantage engine, but we're not playing it until super late anyway, so do we really need it? I'm not sure. I liked it better when we had the Lucky Clover. Definitely liked that better. But Questing Beast is good. That'll help us out. I don't need to play a 1-mana 1/1. We'll just wait and Profane Insight first. But, you know, so we're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff here. We'll go ahead and just get this Fabled Passage out of here. Get another land out of the deck. But as we've said many, many times, like moving forward, taking Fabled Passage out of the deck for an additional of each basic would be beneficial. Alright, so we just play Questing Beast to take out this Teferi.
Excellent timing. Here we go.
That's a good draw. Justice Strike.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
So basically, Narset is just
My
Impulse
prowess
now.
is unmatched. Meditate and prepare.
I have Lovestruck Beast in my sideboard.
My mind needs a rest.
That worked out. Alright, so they get to Fires of Invention and Kasmina. Hopefully they haven't drawn a Wrath or anything like that. There's only one other card that they have that we don't know about. It was a Narset.
Mind and with thoughtfulness before action.
Almost played the Giant here and didn't draw an extra card. Let's kill Narset first.
I shall miss your company.
Alright, now let's draw a card. So I'm hoping, like, if they just go, like, Saheeli, or, like, you know, one of these Planeswalkers, Ugin, I'm hoping to kind of kill them. But I guess Ugin will probably take out the Giant, maybe, instead of taking out Questing Beast. But, like, maybe they just want, like, a chump blocker for the Giant. Like, maybe they have Ugin kill Questing Beast and have a chump blocker for Giant. That's what I'm hoping. And then Vivian Trample, you know, with the Giant, they're dead. Ugh. Or they just draw a Wrath. You know, we knew every single card in their hand. But they had to top deck a Wrath, and they did. That really hurts. That really hurts. It was basically top deck a Wrath this turn, or we win. And then top deck the Wrath. They could still mess this up by going Saheeli Kasmina, not going Ugin minus. Yeah, we have Enchantment Destruction in our deck. Which I mean, I guess we're not going to have lethal anyway, though, because especially now with double bacon. I have Giants just attacking for 12. So, yeah.
What an interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
Do not defy the designs of an elder dragon. Bathe in ghost fire.
That's really unfortunate. Obviously, if I knew that they were going to be top decking a Wrath, I would have much rather had Vivian in play instead of the Giant, because then if we had Vivian in play, we'd be able to play our Giant here and kill their Ugin efficiently. Could have gone Innkeeper, have Vivian minus and kill Ugin, but then the token, then you don't have to like block, keep Vivian around. This is probably just my best bet.
We begin. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
The second interplanar beacon looked pretty important. We were so close.
Join my order. Unity, we are the future.
Oh gosh, yeah, if we had Elder Spell.
Impossible!
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground. Stomping time.
That's not a good sign. Man, we were so close to winning that. Opponent drew very well. You know, like that's... whenever you duress early, you see their hand and you're like all excited because you think you can get that, but yeah, finding the fires and then that top decked Wrath, that one turn where we set up lethal. Oh well. I have never seen a Realm Cloak Giant cast. No, I haven't. I've never seen that. Yeah, people have said that's an awesome animation. I haven't seen it yet myself. I haven't seen it. All right, so first thing to do with this deck, get these Fabled Passages out. Extra Swamp, extra Forest. Besides that, Elder Spell is certainly an option if you start playing against the Jeskai Planeswalker deck. Like I'm not expecting it too much, but that's definitely an option for the sideboard. The Ashioks in the sideboard are basically only good against like the Dance with the Mance deck. But if you're not playing against the Dance with the Mance deck, if that deck, obviously we didn't see it here, but this is just five matches, of course. But if that deck turns out not to be very popular, then Ashiok can be replaced. Could also just have more, Questing Beasts in the sideboard as well. The Questing Beasts looked pretty good. Like even if we had like more, like think if we just had more Questing Beasts to just continually follow up, like whenever they Wrath, if we just had a Questing Beast would have been able to kill like their Planeswalker, do more damage. So that's another option besides if you don't want to play Elder Spell, get more of those in there. But anyway, this deck did feel really powerful. Lucky Clover was incredibly good. Innkeeper was very good. Beanstalk Giant was very, very good. But yeah, Clover, Beanstalk Giant, like that's the combo here with this deck. You get so many lands in play, and you can use so much mana. And then of course multiple Murderous Riders, like Clover with Swift End, obviously is just awesome as well. The Vivians were really good. Really liked Vivians a whole lot. Giving Giant Trample, being removal, growing the Riders to be bigger lifelinkers. Like the Vivians did a lot for us. Great Henge, not so much. We actually never played this card. We drew it like maybe once, and we didn't have like a big creature to put it into play. So I could definitely see this just being a third Vivian or being like a Vraska or something. I could definitely see just playing like a 4-mana Vraska here instead of this Great Henge. It's just another card that's just a good removal spell for a bunch of things. This Vraska you can sacrifice like smaller creatures to be able to get back with your Order of Knights. Like when you have your Lucky Clovers in play, when you need like a lot of targets, you want something else like that. I could see like a 4-mana Vraska in here. Yeah, we talked about Find Finality also. That's definitely another option. Instead of that Great Henge, Find Finality. You play against like your Nissa deck, be able to Finality away a bunch of Nissa lands, and mana creatures and stuff like that. Or also against control decks, being able to use Find to get back some of these things. Like maybe Find's better than Order of Midnight, honestly. Order of Midnight's pretty bad. This card is basically good whenever you have Lucky Clovers in play and then a bunch of creatures in your graveyard. Then this card's good, but this card's pretty bad, to be honest. Like that's like really the time that's good. Like a 2/2 flyer that can't block is not very valuable. It does get to trigger Innkeeper, so there's that. But this is probably the weakest card in the deck. So yeah, you could replace those with just higher power level cards like Find Finality and Vraska and things like that. Our deck can get a whole lot of lands in play thanks to the Beanstalk Giants also. So honestly, just playing like some good Planeswalkers, playing a couple Garrux, playing Garrux, Ugin, like just playing like maybe you want like just a couple of just cards that are just gonna just win board stalls for you. Like maybe that's what the deck really wants, just something really powerful. Garruk, Liliana, Ugin, kind of stuff there. I don't think there's any reason to play Gruesome Menagerie in the deck. Because Innkeeper doesn't trigger off Gruesome Menagerie. we don't really have 2-drops. We'd only have this one that I don't even really want to play. There's a lot better, more impactful 5 and 6 mana cards to be playing than Gruesome Menagerie. No, Vivian is not odd at all. This is like perfect for like this is. Why would you think Vivian looks odd here? This deck, like, our Vivians were so good for us. You have a large creature that doesn't have trample. This card gives it trample. That just wins games. Also, it's removal. It does everything. But yeah, so maybe something like Garrick, you know, like we're saying, like get you something like really nice to go into. What we just went over the Great Henge, but yeah, Great Henge never really felt, you know, one, we never really drew it, but two, it didn't really work. I mean, we just never played it, you know, and it didn't really seem like something that we needed to play. I think I'd rather have a card like Garrick that can take over the game by itself, where Great Henge, you had to like keep on drawing creatures, playing creatures, and it draws cards, but doesn't really take over the game as much, depending on what your opponent's doing, of course. Okay. But yeah, Golgari Adventures, very impressive. There is also, you know, you can play red for Bone Crusher Giant, of course. Bone Crusher can give you a little bit of reach. Bone Crusher is a kind of card that works really, really well with Clover. If you get to do the multiple targets with Bone Crusher, that is awesome, of course. So that is another option, is playing this card as well. And that would be over like some of these other things. But yeah, this was a good donation deck there. So thank you so much for the Golgari Adventures here. If you're watching on YouTube later on, please hit the like and subscribe buttons over there. And please leave some comments as well. How are you liking the adventures? What are you doing against the adventure decks, if they're starting to pop up more and everything like that also. But there we go. So thank you so much for watching some Golgari Adventures. We got Hawkeye that decided to come say hi as well. But I'll see you for the next video. Take care.